So this is Barcaldine. Some interesting stuff here. Some of the guys got up early this morning and did a bit of tourist stuff. I had a bit of a sleep in. The second alarm got me. Had a bit of a rough couple of nights, so I took some painkillers to help me settle, and that worked. But yeah, we noticed yesterday afternoon that a lot of this is all boarded up. There's pubs that are closed. There's the Tree of Knowledge and the railway station. Worth a look, both of those. Yeah, there's a lot of places that just aren't open, and yeah, quite disturbing. Even the Union Hotel there wasn't open the other afternoon or the other evening when we had part of our group come through. So yeah, it's a bit disappointing, but that's what it is. So today takes us on a lovely trip from Barcaldine to Emerald. We will have corners, yay! We'll also head up to Rubyvale, which means we will take a corner where we actually indicate. So that will be the one. A bit dry in the throat this morning. I think it was the aircon last night. It was a bit cold because the heater didn't, or actually it wasn't the aircon, it was the heater. It turned itself off in the middle of the night, and it got down to about 8 degrees, feels like 5, so it was a little chilly. So that's just the way life is. So yeah, so we're going to go from Barcaldine, Jericho, quick stop, Alpha Fuel, somewhere in between Alpha and Rubyvale. We will quick stop again for a wee, or then leg stretch. Rubyvale for lunch at the Rubyvale Hotel. Probably a bit of a look around Rubyvale, because it's a little unique in that it is a gem fossicking town. Not so much a mining town, but a fossicking town, because it's a different type. There is some full-on mining, but not to the extent you call like coal mines. It's all for literally rubies, not diamonds, but coloured stones, the gemstones. So we're heading into the gem field area of Australia, in particular Queensland. So should be an interesting day. Should be a lot of fun. Oh, dry throat. And these free campers, bludgers. Oh, they're terrible. Pay the price. Anyway, but yeah, we'll be onward and upward. Yeah, that was only a joke about the free camper thing too, by the way. I tease my sisters about that all the time. There's two of them that do it. No, should be a nice day. Got to keep an eye out for the roos and emus along here, because they are pretty wild and wacky. So we're only 5 minutes out of Barcaldine. You can already see that there's a change in the landscape. It's still that flat ground, but there's a lot more trees. Even on the left, which is fairly sparse, there's a lot more trees there than there has been between Barcaldine and Winton, for example, and even Barcaldine and Tambo. So heading east of Barcaldine, there's a lot more treed regions, and whether that's by choice of the people who settled it, or whether it's they've grown back now, I'm not sure, but it's nice to see some trees. And what that also means is that you're probably going to get more skippies. There's another one on the side of the road. Probably going to get more roos and emus than you have anywhere else, because of the fact that it's going to be more trees for them to hide in, so therefore there's going to be a bigger populace of them. Just leaning there and pointing out to Andrew behind me where the carcasses are, after one of the guys got a carcass the other day. So he normally follows right up my butt now, that guy. Young Rob. Rob normally follows right up me, and for that reason, he not right behind me, but he keeps a close eye on me, so that, because he knows that I point him out, and he's avoided a couple from me pointing them out to him. So he's pretty happy with that. And I think that's an important thing when you're travelling as a group, to point out shit on the road that's dangerous to your mates. Like, you hit one of those roos on the ground, to bounce you in the air if you're not looking, and can do a bit of damage to your bike. One of the other things it does is splatters crap everywhere, and your bike will stink for until you can wash it. So yeah, keep an eye out for stuff like that as well. Better do my little reviews of places. So bit of review where we stayed last night at Barcaldine, or Barcaldine as I've heard it called. We stayed at the Country Motor Inn, I think it was called. It's straight across the road from the mobile service station. My room, bloody great. A little bit of an issue because the heater cut out in the middle of the night, and that's probably because I didn't check that someone had put a timer on it or something. But apart from that, really great room for me. A couple of people who had the rooms towards the front of the facility, which is on the main highway, said it was a bit noisy and the rooms weren't as great because they were the older rooms, because it looks like they've taken over a second part of the park because one's across the road from the rest of them. So pretty good. Dinner last night, we had dinner there as well. It wasn't gourmet, like you wouldn't call it a 5-star restaurant, but it was just nice. It was nice home cooked meals. The ladies were absolutely lovely that were running the place, but it was old school. It was great. We sat out sort of in a veranda area. Apart from the noise of the trucks on the corner, it was really nice. The food was great, but the funniest bit was one of the waitresses brought out Monica's meal, and she said, I've got prawn something. And we went, linguine. She goes, yeah, that one. So I didn't get a chance this morning to ask Monica, was her prawn something okay? Didn't give her any after effects, but she said it tasted really lovely at the time of eating. So yeah, whenever you're ordering a prawn linguine, get yourself a prawn something. It was okay there. Look, you wouldn't want to stay there for a couple of days, because I think Barcaldine has not found its niche for what makes it Barcaldine, and it's lost its identity. Other places like Tambo have got the chicken races, which bring people into town, and it's a small town or whatever. Barcaldine seems to be just dying a painful death, to the extent where even the Southern Cross windmill is squeaking like, it reminds you something out of one of those Western movies, where the gunfighters come out all of a sudden and everything's dead. It is just like that. Unfortunately, it needs to just get a bit of self-promotion going on, and find its niche of what it wants to promote itself as. And at the moment, it's just got itself promoted as here's a nice place to stop, and that's it. You just want to stop, go. There's no spend your money, anything else there. So yeah, poor old Barcaldine, it's lost its identity a bit. But yeah, all up, yeah, not too bad. Would I stay there again? Yeah, if I was travelling, I'd stay there overnight. But I wouldn't stay there for any length of time other than, get in around about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, have a look around the town, check out a couple of the old museums and things for about an hour, and that's about it. There's not a great deal there, unfortunately. So that's my review of Barcaldine. Well, for you, Dom, Barcaldine. So we're about 55 k's, exactly 55 k's from where we feel that we stay, 55 k's out of Barcaldine, heading towards Emerald, and yeah, the landscape's changed again, where it's really heavily treed, really red soil, lots of gullies and little creeks that we're going across. So this area I think would get more rainfall than what they're getting out to the west of here, or at least it looks that way. But yeah, this is a different countryside. This is getting closer to what Roma is. So as you head a bit further east, you get a bit different the landscape. Pass old mate here because he's up and down like a yo-yo with his speed. That's all right. He's got radioactive stuff in the back. What's in the back of it? I don't know actually. Keep an eye on the anthills on this right-hand side here. because some of them have been dressed up. They've had cones on their heads, they've had little jackets and stuff. I'm hoping to see some more, because that is just hilarious. Someone's had too much time on their hands. Yeah, just at that little point there, about 70 k's out of Barcaldine, coming towards Jericho. Probably about just on the 20k mark to Jericho it was. So I'll see if I can find some more of them. There's another one back there with a bit of paint on it. There's one all taped up. So people are dressing them up. That's absolutely hilarious. Love that. Alright, so we're just coming into Jericho. Once upon a time, Jericho was pretty famous for its mining and its opals and other gemstones. But it has sort of faded a little bit in the last few years. It's lost its luster, so whether the opals and gems have dried up, or whether more people are just going out into that dead set back country. Right, the train's here, that real good. I'm not sure, so yeah. But anyway, we were about to pull up in there, mate. Pull up in there. Pull up here. But yeah, the little cafe across the road, takeaway shop, they are boarded up and not working. I can use the facilities here. Alright, so we are leaving Jericho and we are off and racing. That's what I'm looking for. But yeah, all the cafes and stuff are closed up, and the takeaways closed up. The old outdoor cinema there, that'd be pretty good. You put your chair there, listen to the speakers, the town hall. That's meant to be gems. Oh, here we go. So, markets. Should have stopped there at the markets. Pretty impressive. Morning all. There are people here, but not many. Well, that is Jericho. Tiny little town. Not too bad. And street library too. Machinery, yeah, from mining days. Fuels, tyres, toilets. Yeah, there's much down there. Anyway, that's Jericho for you. There's people still here, but not many. Alright, so we're off to Alpha, or let's call it what it is, A. We're off to A, because Alpha is the phonetic for A in the phonetic alphabet. So that'll do. We're off to Alpha. Yippee. Still 50 zone. Must be more town to come or something, but it's telling me it's still a 50 zone. So why don't we do 50? Alrighty, so 54 k's to Alpha. And 24 hours to Tulsa, for those who have ever heard the song. Okay, so I'm seeing more of these on the right hand side anyway, more than anywhere, more of these anthills that have got little hats and dressed up. There's none on the left that I've seen, but definitely seeing plenty on the right. So that's pretty funny. There's one there, what's he got on? Just a shirt or something. Anyway, so yeah, Jericho, where they dress up the anthills. It breaks up your day, keeps you awake. Well done, the people of Jericho, or the tourists who come here and done it. That's bloody awesome. So left hand side, it becomes Emerald or Alpha. and right hand side if you're heading towards Alpha. So right hand if you're heading east, left hand if you're heading west. These dressed up anthills. Oh, it's a funny old world. Well, we are now east of the Great Dividing Range. We have just crested the Great Dividing Range at 444 metres above sea level, and that is at 102 kilometres out of Barcaldine. So yeah, we are now officially on the eastern side of it, on the eastern seaboard. Alrighty, welcome to Alpha. Small little town, probably mining I think they do here. I know there's a really good caravan park here because my sister was managing it for short, and I say short, couple of weeks. So interesting little place. I think that's the pub. There's a coffee shop just opposite the public toilets here somewhere. Fuel cards, unleaded, premium. Alrighty, so we're heading out of Alpha, about 5 k's out. It's all 100 zone now, so yeah, no 110, just 100. Well, I might have missed the sign, but this my GPS is telling me to do 100. So we're sitting on 100. Might be a few more bends and twists and turns. So we're no longer in the outback per se, but we are heading more towards a bit of civilization. Although that Emerald is still a long way from the coast. It's a good 300 odd k from the coast, so or probably 200 odd k to the coast. Great coffee shop in Alpha, absolutely brilliant little coffee shop, just opposite the park where the public toilet is in the main street, Shakespeare Street I think it is. Didn't see a name on the coffee shop, but it's a little grey building, some sort of fairly steep stairs going up to it. But really nice coffee. The carrot cake was sensational. So yeah, definitely worth a visit there if you're coming through and you need a feed. They got pies, sausage rolls, sandwiches, and all that sort of stuff. Great little outlet there. So yeah, Alpha's actually got some good food and stuff now. Good to see. So we're into some really hilly areas here. The caravan in front's doing really well actually. It just slowed back to about 90-95 then, but he's pretty well holding his 100, which is really good. So I can just sit behind him. I'm in no rush to get past him. But yeah, through here, through some little gorges and things, it's yeah, quite pretty. Roads aren't too bad either. You can sit on 100 quite comfortably. A few little bumps in them, but overall not too bad. So this is the Drummond Range Lookout, 2 kilometres on the left. Might be worth a bloody peak, you know. See how we go. Alright, so there's some sort of mining equipment coming up the hill. Which if you look at this view, I'll wind that down, there we go. There we go, look at that hill there. So there's some mining equipment coming. They've pulled us right over. They don't want us going past it. So this thing must be effing wide. That's about as far to the left as I can get. I don't think I can get much further to the left. So I'm hoping he fits in there, otherwise I'm screwed. Hey, where are you going? You're on film. Everyone, I'll get him. He's teeth up on the edge. Fair few behind him. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Shane must have got up the top. We've lost Shane. He must have stuck at the top. But yeah, we're all pretty well on. Alrighty, back on. Oh, get that left leg over. Oh, there we go. Whew. Every inch counts. Good on you, buddy. Nice work. That is effing huge. Effing huge. Alrighty. Imagine to go past all of us. Is Keith on? Wait for Keith. Come on, Keith. There you go, mate. You have a good trip. Yep, Keith's awake. All right. Have a look at that. What a view. What a view. Bloody magic. Bit of fun. All right. Time to get moving again. Screen up. Yeah, it was a big bit of kit. Got some good footage of that. Share it around. Just cruising through the Gem Field hills here. At 20 k's from the Ruby Vale turnoff. Got a couple of four-wheel drives that are obviously in a bigger hurry to get wherever they're going than what we are. So they've jumped a few of us and they're coming through, so I'll let them through. I've left a good gap between me and the caravan in front. He's doing pretty well actually. He's sitting on 100k an hour, so he's going great guns. Anyway, old mate will be off here. Go, son. Go, Silver Sovereign, go! No, doesn't want it. Here he comes. And the big Chev got it wound up. So I'm doing 110 there, so it'll give you an idea of what sort of speed he was doing to go past us. He had to be going about 140, 150. Anyway. Go, son, go. Well, we are in a little place now called Anake, A-N-A-K-E. So we are turning left at Anake. So we're taking the opposite direction. Anake to the right. We're going this way. This should be good. Oh, we got the slow one. Oh, I'm glad we booked at the pub. My God. She's a little busy here. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's bloody busy. This is Sapphire. A bit down the road from Ruby Vale, so we're going to go up the road a bit further. Getting there. Yeah, you chock-a-block there. Sapphire. Whoa. Just a couple of people there. Let's go back and have a look at what that is. Pretty weird and wonderful. Alright, so we're just on the edge of Ruby Vale here, so we can get all sorts of weird and wonderful things coming up here, including the car there. with the minion out the top. Yeah, there's going to be some weird shit in Ruby Vale. No other way to describe it. Some of these guys, actually all of these guys, are in for a pleasant surprise of how crazy the world is. So there we are, there's Ruby Vale, the sign. So lovely place, Ruby Vale, but there's some wacky stuff here. What? Just go through and find a park around the back here somewhere. Yeah, we'll park around the back here. Shit, can we? It's a bit packed. Oh, no, that's someone's driveway. Can't park there. Big one. Park where you can, peeps. Finally in Emerald. Glad for that. 1:45 minutes to get there. And see us further. I'll be jumping on top of it. We'll need to get fueled up and ready to go tomorrow. Alright, so